Hey guys, and welcome to episode 149 of the Upper LA podcast. My name is Scott Ellis. I'm joined here by Tim McGavick.
That's insane. That number.
Almost
insane.
150. Also joining us is Tyler Switolski.
Almost $150.
Yeah.
No, we're not
Spent
there. We're not
each.
there. Yeah.
No.
And Adam Franey.
I can't believe it. 149 weeks. I just love it. And I love everything about it.
You love us?
Like everything about recording.
Oh.
Right.
That makes
Everything
more
but
sense.
you is what I love.
Let's run down some of the topics we're going to discuss in this week's episode. As usual, we're going to talk about the last film we watched this week, as well as a couple news topics today. We don't have a whole lot, but we got Creed 2 trailer.
I got.
And we got Welcome to Marwin starring Steve Carell.
Very much right.
We're going to get to that in a little bit. As well, if you do enjoy this video, leave a like on it, leave a comment below in the comment section, and of course subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. With that out of the way, Tim,
Yeah.
what do you got for us?
Well, as you guys know, I'm moving this week.
Yeah. 4 days.
So I was
You are.
cleaning out my room and I stumbled across some movies that I still have.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, hey, might as well get them back to the people who own them.
Was one of the Pacific Rim.
I was.
Yes. My favorite film.
Still wrapped.
Still wrapped.
You
Did
bastard.
What?
not watch it. Did not watch it.
That's savage.
But
You have something that
I saw this one.
Oh.
Suspiria.
Oh.
Also did not watch it. Instead, I watched something on Netflix.
What?
Savage.
So why did you even bring that up?
I'll lose them.
Scott,
Move.
Get wrecked.
I'll borrow that after.
You really just wanted to say that you were moving. That's it.
I forgot to bring you Paths of Glory, by the way.
In The Wire. 2016's The Founder,
Oh.
written by Robert D. Siegel, who has a very odd filmography. He wrote this. He wrote that Turbo movie about the really fast snail.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Directed by John Lee Hancock, who did like Blindside, that Walt Disney movie about Walt Disney.
Saving Mr. Banks.
Thank you.
I think. Not Alfred Hitchcock.
So this is about a struggling salesman, Ray Kroc, stumbles across a revolutionary burger joint, McDonald's.
Oof.
Sensing that the restaurant could be something huge, Ray Kroc talks the two owners into expanding their business.
That's a crock, man.
Starring Michael Keaton, John Carroll Lynch, Nick Offerman, Laura Dern, Linda Cardellini, Patrick Wilson, and B.J. Novak.
Wow. So what compelled you to watch The Founder over like Suspiria or
And
like Pacific Rim?
Pacific Rim.
Suspiria.
I just wanted something light and breezy.
That's just
And I got it.
This is so light and breezy.
Yeah.
This is action packed.
Didn't want action-packed. Didn't wanted hard-hitting drama.
There's drama in there.
True story.
What did you think of The Founder?
We're canceling the apocalypse.
I like the Flounder.
You like I like Flounder too, but
does flounder a
how was
little
The
bit.
Founder?
I like the Founder. It was good.
Yeah.
John Lee Hancock, much like Mr. I'm going to blank on his name right now.
Just give me something. And I'll
Directed
talk.
solo.
Ron
Ron
Howard.
Howard.
Very safe.
Very safe.
Very
Yes.
safe. Not a whole lot of flash going on here.
What's the metaphor? It's supposed to be like a McDonald's cheeseburger.
Just-
Like that's what the film is.
Oh,
It's just
it's
safe.
just safe.
You know, you've had a million.
Yeah.
They're all fine.
They're all fine.
I've seen you after we eat McDonald's, and it is not safe.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid movie. Like it's
Ouch.
the performances are good. The problem with the movie, clearly, is that Ray Kroc is extremely unlikable,
Extremely.
and he's the main character.
Yeah.
Now, in other movies, where like let's say,
Birdman.
I'm trying to think of one.
Psycho.
I'm trying to think of where a bad guy is the point. Yeah,
Clockwork
perfect.
Orange.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the bad guy is the main character, but like you're actually kind of rooting for him still because there's something he's either compelling or something. This guy's just a dick.
Yeah,
He's a
there's
dick to
nothing
the two other
redeeming.
owners. There's nothing redeeming about him.
Cheats on his wife.
Cheats on his wife.
Ooh.
Steals a business.
Steals a business idea and screws him out of money.
Yeah.
Couple
So that's
of-
where the main issue is. Like, I'm like, I don't care about the guy's journey at all. Like,
It's like made as this like Disney like
Yes.
thing, and it's
you're
just
supposed to,
Weird.
it gave me a weird taste in my mouth.
yeah, and movies presented like McDonald's burger. Do we get sued? No, but yeah, movies presented as like this very like it's from the guy who did Blindside.
It's
and
like
Saving
from
Mr.
rags to
Banks.
riches.
Yes.
Like this great story.
This is America.
He's like,
This is what you can do.
This is America.
He says that in the title a lot
Yeah.
too. He's like McDonald's means like McDonald's sounds like America. It can be anything you want it to be.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's extremely unlikable.
Bastard.
And I wish we saw more of Nick Offerman and John Carroll Lynch because I thought they were fantastic in the movie. They were very likable. Obviously, I think is the point. They're supposed to be very likable guys. There's not a whole lot. There's one really cool scene where like they're telling Michael Keaton's character about how they came up with the design of the kitchen, and they have like they're on a tennis court and they're like drawing it out in chalk. So they have like their exact like floor plan, and then they're like have all their employees on the tennis court acting within the lines of the chalk they're drawing out. Like, okay, this is the burger station. This is like the topping station. This is where the burgers slide down, and then they tried it out, and then they weren't getting it fast enough, so they erased the chalk and redraw it out and plan it all out. Really cool scene. Yeah, I liked it. It was solid. It's just I don't know. Ray Kroc's just not a nice guy.
For me, I thought the movie just it should have delved deeper into his like psyche, like dealing like get into that really messed up stuff in his head because like he's not like you're saying he's not a nice guy.
No.
So like it just was very surface level, and it's like okay, I need some reasoning. I need some like some backstory.
Why are you a shitbag?
I need to go a little bit deeper here.
Yeah.
Explaining why he's a scumbag.
Like, it's gonna sound weird. Different writer and director obviously would make a difference, but tell it more like The Social Network, where you like you have this like Ray Kroc is. I'll say he's a pretty smart guy. Like what he managed to do is insane. Like this one little burger joint is now like this multinational like $1 billion company.
Right.
So obviously he's just a smart guy. He can do all that stuff really, really well. But just like The Social Network, like Mark Zuckerberg, like make him, he's clearly unlikable. Don't try to present him as if he's like not unlikable. Like he's a dick. Yeah. And just like do a movie that's a little bit, that doesn't show him as in such a positive light.
Well, what would you rate it then?
I'm going to give it a heavy 3.
That's fair. Yeah, I think I give it a 3 or something like that.
I'd give it a heavy 3 too. It's fine. It's fine.
I liked it.
Well,
Oscars though.
No. Tyler, what do you got for us?
Well,
Tyler,
let me fire this off here. First of all, I can't find my phone.
Yeah.
So
this should be really
we're
good.
off to a good start.
We'll help you out then.
Do you know the title?
I know the title. I do not know the year.
Did you watch a movie?
I did watch a movie.
Okay, good start.
I think you guys are going to like it. It's starring one actor that I cannot recall his name.
Oh, nice. I'd like
that. Hold on.
That's a good one.
Scott, hold on. It gets better.
Sounds good.
I watched The Raid 2.
Oh!
Those reactions.
Iko Uwe.
Thank you.
How fun to not have your phone for.
Yeah. I was going to try and just make it up, but I didn't even try.
Iko Uwe gets in trouble.
Yeah.
And has to fight
Gareth
some guys.
Edwards. Yeah. Oh, Gareth Evans.
Gareth Evans?
Yeah.
I always mix them up.
Yeah.
Not the Rogue One guy?
No, see, that's what I thought. I'm like, Gareth Edwards. And then Gareth Evans came up like, oh, okay, I'm not going to mess that one up. Gareth Evans. It was good. I got to say, I like the Raid 1 better.
You are in the large minority there.
Yeah?
Really?
Can you say that, large minority?
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I feel like most people think the second one's better.
See, that's I think that's what you guys said. I was trying to remember which ones you guys like more.
I'm not surprised that you like the first one more.
For me, the first one was... What's that supposed to mean?
Because it's shorter and it's literally like non-stop action. This one's like almost 3 hours.
Yeah, it was like 2.5 hours long.
Very plotted.
Drama.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to say almost too plotted. Like, the first one was a lot more, single environment.
Plotted?
Raid 2.
Plotted. Raid 2, semicolon. Plotted.
More plot.
Yeah, there's something about this one. For me, it reminded me a lot of just like not the actual movie itself, but like the style of movie where they did like Riddick. They had Pitch Black, and then they had like this super closed in environment. It was a little bit of a smaller. I'm gonna say smaller budget. I'm gonna say.
I presume so.
Classic sequel syndrome.
Yeah, exactly. And then they just
make it bigger,
massive,
bigger budget, bigger everything,
longer movie.
Think better, think bigger.
And to me, that's what it was. I
don't agree, but that's what.
For me, it got bigger, but it didn't get better. Like I really think that the first one was a lot more intimate.
See, to me, it got bigger and better.
Really?
Yeah, me too.
Me 3.
There was a couple things I thought were a little cheesy.
But your opinion is still valid.
Thank you.
Did you like?
It's the first time you guys have ever said that. Thank you.
I didn't say it. Neither did Tim.
Okay, I'm just gonna take it as a whole.
Did you like the baseball guy?
I didn't.
What?
I thought him and the lady with the hammers. I thought they were so
Hammer
cheesy.
Lady.
Yeah, Hammer Lady.
My favorite character.
You mean Hammer Girl? She was awesome.
Yeah, baseball boy and Hammer Girl.
I just found
Sounds like a Robert Rodriguez movie.
Yeah, it does.
I know.
Shark Boy, Lava Girl.
I love Robert Rodriguez so much.
I'm trying to remember the other actor, but the other, like, the villain, the guy with, like, the long hair.
Mad Dog or something?
Yeah.
Pitbull.
He was my favorite. He was just super brutal.
Greasy looking.
I'm trying to remember which guy that was. I just watched it like literally 2 hours
Like,
ago.
kind of balding a bit, but long hair.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, just like a homeless guy. Yeah.
He just
I liked
super
his
savage.
scenes. Yeah, his scenes were pretty awesome. The whole scene in the club, that was like for me, like
I thought that fight ended like 3 times, and then it just like kept going.
Kept
I was
going.
Like, this is a long. Fight.
and then like it stopped, and then like they go outside, and it just keeps going.
Yeah.
But like for me, it was just like the martial, like this, like all the stunts and everything were still just as amazing. Like I thought it was great. But car chase was good. Car chase was very good.
One of the cameramen's like dressed as a car seat, just like sitting in there.
No.
Right?
Yeah, I will show you the behind.
I gotta see
I haven't
that.
seen
That's
that, really.
crazy.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
Because there's a
Yeah.
scene where like the camera
Absurd.
goes from like one car into the other car and then like out
Yeah.
outside. It's crazy how they did it. It's insane.
Oh, I gotta see
They're
that.
like passing the camera through car windows.
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
there's a dude in a car seat with his
Yeah,
head
so when
sticking out of
the camera comes up,
cushion.
yeah.
It's just like,
So when the camera comes up, it looks like a car seat, and then they pass it into the car, and then he grabs it from like the chair and like it's insane.
That's
so cool.
insane.
Yeah.
It was
it up.
this might be like this is way gorier than the first one though. Like there were a lot of like one guy gets
more special effects. Right?
shotgun to the face.
Ooh.
Do you guys remember that part?
Yeah.
Oh, was that when they're in
The guy with the cane?
the warehouse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. It's not the right. Like when they were at the restaurant.
I don't remember.
It's like the very end.
Right? Oh no, okay. Oh no, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when they're at the restaurant, and, like the guy who like his son, like the guy's son, goes like nuts with the shotgun,
Yes, yeah.
and just like, and like his face, like I thought they were gonna cut away or
Yeah,
something,
no, they don't.
or like cut to the guy shooting. Nothing. You just see a guy's head literally explode on the ground. It was just insane.
I mean, that's cool, you know.
Yeah, that's cool. Whatever.
I like that.
There was a insane fight while he like in prison.
Yes.
Like that whole
Sequence, basically.
entire sequence was just crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, just after the opening. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, very, very good. But to me, I don't know. It just seemed like it wasn't as intimate as the first one. That's kind of what I'm losing points.
You
for
like
me.
intimacy.
You still liked it though.
I liked it.
Didn't love it.
It's gonna be like a heavy 3 though.
What was the first one for you?
Probably 4. I think.
Okay. That's fair. That's fine.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Huh.
Very choose like pretty much was it 5? If I watch it again, it's probably a 5.
Really? Eh?
Heavy 4 for me, bud.
I want to say this though. I really want to see Mile 22 now though,
Do explain.
because
Mile
what's his face is
22.
in it.
Oh, the actors in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, like I really I want to see him in
Did I say
something
it right?
bigger now. Like he's done these,
Headshot
like
on Netflix.
Headshot, like the Stallone
Action
one.
movie. Nope.
Who's in
That's
that?
bullet to the head.
EK.
That's both of that. Thank you.
It's just Iko Uwais. It's just another action movie.
It's just an action movie. It's not as good as The Raid, but if you like him and you
I
want to
do
see more,
a lot. He was
on
was
Netflix.
very good.
He's great.
It's a good action movie. You
There's
should
that one fight scene at the end in the kitchen. Like that went on for fucking ever.
watch.
Like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
One of my favorite fights in movie history, I think.
Yeah.
The kitchen fight.
Honestly, I wanted him
brutal.
to pick up like the guy pulls out 2 knives like halfway through. I wanted him to like grab like 2 ladles and just like fucking go to town on him like we did with like the batons. Like oh, it would have been so
forks.
badass. Salad tongs. I don't know, something. But yeah, it was good.
So you're giving it a heavy 3?
Heavy 3.
All right. The Raid 2.
Yeah, check it out.
Couple
As
of
good as
heavy
the founder.
Oh.
Oh, that's weird to say.
Adam, what do you got?
What do I got?
What do you got for me, bud?
Well,
What do you got for us, Johnny?
two upper-class teenage girls in suburban Connecticut rekindle their unlikely friendship after years of growing apart. Together, they hatch a plan to solve both of their problems, no matter what the cost. Tim is having a heart attack.
Really? How did you see
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Anton?
This is Thoroughbird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anton.
Anton.
It's last movie.
Fuck.
How did you see this?
Video on demand.
It's on VOD, eh?
Coming in quite handy. Revenge, I last seen with
Right,
video on
yes,
demand,
yes,
and now
yes.
Thoroughbreds.
Oh.
I've heard very good things about this.
It's a service. You can order it up, rent it for 24 hours. Yeah.
Interesting.
This is a forgotten gem.
So you paid money?
Yeah, $6.99.
Was it worth the $6.99?
It's fine.
So was it worth $6.99?
Are you gonna go out and buy
it?
Right? Yeah. Let me guess.
Yeah.
Not enough of Anton.
He is the best part. I will say that. So directed and written by Corey Finley, this is his debut, writer and director.
Interesting.
Literally has never done a short, nothing. This is the first thing he's ever put to film. Starring Olivia Cook, Anya Taylor-Joy. Not
he was good in that.
You didn't see that coming.
That Nocturnal Animals movies.
No.
He was good in that.
Anton Yelchin. Rip. And a couple other unknowns. Like I said, it's fine. My problem with the movie is, I will say, looks very nice, beautifully shot. The score is very unique. A lot of like weird percussion based score. A la Birdman.
Really?
Yes. Anton Yelchin's great. I think even the lead actress, not Anya Taylor-Joy, the other one, Olivia Cook.
She was like no emotions or something.
Yeah, just this emotionless sort of like
slab of wood,
deadpan.
Yeah, like instantly you're like, okay, she's got to be some sort of like sociopath. She's just completely like no empathy for anything. Yeah, literally the opening scene of the movie is, I mean, I don't want to ruin it, but it's the opening scene. It has to do with her putting down a pet. Let's put it that way. And it's pretty fucked. The problem for me was it has what I call Only God Forgives syndrome. If you've seen Only God Forgives, no one to root for. Like, I literally hate everyone in this movie. Like, they hatch this sociopathic friend hatches this plot to kill her stepdad, and I'm like,
okay, that's a bit much.
What the fuck? Like
what?
He literally, they've shown and communicated nothing that he's done. Like, he's like
a bit extreme,
slightly like rude, I guess. Like, you know what? Let's kill him. I'm like, whoa, like, what the fuck?
A little logic jump there.
Yeah, I'm not rooting for these two girls, but and then like, I don't know, like, I'm not really rooting for the stepdad either. He's just this like wooden actor, like no name sort of like, you know, monotone actor, and yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's a weird movie. And then like Anton Yelchin gets involved. He's again the best part because he's got a pizzazz to him. Like, the mom and the stepdad are devoid, right? They don't care about Anya Taylor-Joy, the daughter, so they're ignoring her the whole time. She's this like introverted, quiet, shy girl, and then you've got Olivia Cook, is it?
Yeah.
She's again like this robot. So like nobody in this, it's like this sterile, dead, like no emotion movie. Nobody has any life. And Anton Yelchin like bursts into the movie. He's like this crazy drug dealer, like psycho, and he's just like cracked out and like wild.
He has the most life in the movie.
The only character with any pizzazz to him. R.I.P.
I'm sad now.
I know. I'll try to get through this. Yeah, he was definitely the bright spot, that's for sure. I think I almost don't even have anything else to say about it. Pretty insane ending, I will say that. Very memorable ending.
That's weird.
It's not necessarily weird, it's just like, oh shit. Oh, you did that.
They went there.
You went there. That's cool, man.
Ballsy.
But again, negative. It has this crazy like impact ending, and it cuts to black, but then it comes back for like the 10-minute epilogue. I'm like, no.
She just left.
What the fuck?
She just turned it off.
I know, right?
Yeah.
We could be talking about
Mississippi Grind Lady. She just
what?
got up and left.
This is the end for me.
How about Jurassic World?
I wish I...
Yeah.
Actually was an after credits.
What?
Yes, I looked it up.
What?
Yeah.
There's
There actually was an after credits. We'll talk about it later.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And we didn't think there was after credits, and there was.
Wow. Yeah, so I'll give it a 3. Just because it looked good.
Sick.
Good score.
$7.
$7 3 banger. It's all sort of halfway to a 5, so half price of a movie ticket kind of makes sense.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay.
Thought process.
Logic. Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to justify it in your head.
Scotty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Go
gonna jump
see it,
in.
everyone.
What do you got?
I got,
We got a lot of threes right now. What's going on?
a TV interviewer and his cameraman meet a former actress and travel through her memories and career. Millennium Actress from 2001.
Okay, never heard of it.
Animated.
Okay.
Animated.
Satoshi Kon.
There we go.
You guys
That's-
know
there
Paprika,
it is.
Perfect Blue,
Mm.
Tokyo Godfathers. This was his second big movie.
I know none of those.
Pleb.
How was it?
Pleb.
Pleb.
I prefer
Very
King Pleb,
good.
Thank you.
Very good movie. It's not super long. I think it's like an hour and a half.
I'm in. So was Thoroughbreds.
Could be actually it could be an hour 40, but really amazing editing.
2:30.
I will say, it's a pretty light movie. It gets a little bit emotional at the end.
Ooh, ties out.
I'm
A
out.
little bit of emotion going on.
Feel,
A little bit of
yeah.
Really?
90 minutes emotion
at the end.
Fuck
It'd be too much for me to handle.
So this TV interviewer
You guys are
guy,
weird.
he goes to interview this actress, right? And he has, you sort of start the movie thinking he has nothing to do with this actress, but he turns out eventually that he had some interactions with her in the past, and there's some connections going on.
Slide on.
But this actress is sort of an amalgam of some real life actresses who I don't have the names of on me. But it's sort of very nostalgic, and how they it will seamlessly slide back and forth from the interview to sort of seeing flashbacks of the actress when she was younger, when she was a child and an adult and everything. And it will just cut instantly into a movie, like her acting in the movie, and the cameraman and the interviewer will be dressed as characters in the movie, and they'll be witnessing her go through behind the scenes
That's
doing
very
things in her life.
Paprika-esque,
Very,
right?
but just honestly some of the most
It's a movie.
inventive editing
That's pretty
of just how it just changes from scenes.
That's what I mean.
We watched that video from Every Frame of Painting. Was it Every Frame of Painting, or was it? I think it was Every Frame of Painting. Could have been Royal Ocean Film Society or whatever.
It was that one.
Where this
out.
other channel did a breakdown of Satoshi Kon's editing, and it's just amazing. And this just watching one of his movies is just so seamless. It's just crazy.
Masterful.
But there's lots of sort of nostalgic throwbacks to the movies that she's in. They're not actual movies, but they're very reminiscent of real ones. Certain scenes from Kurosawa movies that show up. I'm that was from Throne of Blood, and stuff like that. And there's this thread where, especially Throne of Blood, which is the Macbeth remake, the samurai version.
Yeah, good one.
How there's there's that sort of forest witch who's spinning the wheel of fate, basically, and that's a big theme in this movie. There's that witch from Throne of Blood is following her and haunting her through her whole life. How there's this this whole thing about fate.
Yeah.
And the whole impetus for the plot, I would say, is that when she's a child, she meets this sort of rebel person who's fighting against the government. And he gives her a key, and he's come find me and I'll show you what it unlocks or whatever. And the whole movie she's just trying to go back and try and find this man who stole her heart with this key or whatever. And it's interesting. I would say the key is I don't want to spoil anything, but it's a little bit more metaphorical.
Scott, I can guarantee you I'm never going to see it.
I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it. But it's great. Like I said, it's not super heavy. It's pretty light, but
I want to see it.
I just can't stop thinking about the editing and super cool score as well. Like it's very Paprika-esque. Like I don't know if you remember the Paprika score.
I think
like weird. I don't know.
I don't even know how to describe it.
Like just kind of like jumpy, like dancey music, but like it's quiet at the same time.
Yeah,
and it's really hard to like
horns and like what's that thing?
Tambourine.
Yeah, it's really hard to describe it, but very interesting score as well. But yeah, the star of this movie is Satoshi Kon. He's definitely one of the masters. Gone too soon. He only did like 4 movies.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He died like 8 years ago or 9 years ago or something.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
I want to see his stuff. I've only seen Paprika, but I loved it.
He has another movie. You can see it on his IMDb that's unfinished that he died during the making of.
Is it coming? Or
I mean, that was 7 years ago.
Oof.
When I think it was 7 years. I think it was like 2011 when he died. But they had all the storyboards and all the movie like laid out, and they had a plan in case he died. But they just like ran out of funding for the movie. So like I think his like producer, like a producer or someone, is like, I'm gonna finish it, but we haven't got any news of that.
7 years, almost there. So close.
But yeah, Millennium Actress, I'd give this a solid 4 out of 5.
Wow,
it's very good.
Boosted our overall score.
It's great. Check it out.
I'm in.
Let's move on into our news topics.
We
got a lot this week, just like a couple weeks ago when we had 30.
Trailer apocalypse.
We got Creed 2. Michael B. Jordan. Sylvester Stallone.
MBJ.
Tessa Thompson.
Tessa Thompson.
Felicia Rashad.
Some guy playing Drago's son.
Drago.
We don't know who it is. Ty.
Guys.
What do you think of Creed 2?
Well,
you know the first one. Favorite movie of all time.
You gonna do it like this?
Seen it multiple times.
This is how we're gonna do it.
Since you've seen the first Creed, what do you think of this?
Go ahead. Big fan, I know.
I have not seen Creed 1. I was
Does
expecting for you guys.
Does this make you want to see Creed, the first one?
It does. Honestly, I wanted to see Creed 1. I do. I really like the Rocky movies. I've got them all. I think they're really good.
Curious.
Why you gotta be like this? Why are we doing like this, guys?
It's curious. That's all.
He's really wanted to see it.
That's cool.
Big Rocky fan.
Okay.
I've had 3 years.
Okay, we're done now. It's okay. I do want to see it. I think the trailer looks good. I thought I was seeing shots of like another fighter, not Drago, like some other black actor he was going to be fighting. I guess it was just Michael B. Jordan I was seeing the whole time, like up until like the end.
Timelines confused you?
Well, very confusing timelines.
Even in the trailers, they get to me.
I mean, if you've seen any Rocky movie or boxing movie, like it's not just one fight. Like, there's a couple fights. In there.
So I guess like they're leading up to that in the end. But yeah, this looks really good, and I like that Stallone is coming back. I'm not sure how big of a part if he's gonna. Is he still training him? I'm assuming he was the trainer in the first one.
Oscar nominated role. Yeah,
that's right. That's right.
Was Oscar nominated? Yeah. Before I say that, he was right.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I'm not sure. Is he going to be? Think he's going to be coming back to be his trainer again? Is that
probably.
I would assume so. Yeah.
Okay.
Trainer, mentor. Have some
that looks. No, it looks.
He's definitely going to sit in the cemetery and like talk about Adrian
legacy
and legacies.
Yes. Oh yeah.
There's a lot of legacy talk.
He's done that 3 movies in a row.
But it looks really good. It does look good. Michael B. Jordan is like committing himself to this role. You can tell he's just insanely ripped. And then you turn like the very end of the trailer. You see Drago right there. Perfect way to end that trailer.
Speaking of that, I had this weird like I don't know when I look at that shot of that guy Drago's son turning and I see his face for like a split second. I'm like, is that like? Did they like Peter Cushing that? Like, did they like CG his face? Like,
did it look weird?
It just looks weird.
Young Dolph Lundgren.
I don't know.
He's in it, right?
Dolph is. Yeah.
I think he's training.
It's probably nothing, but I just thought his face just looks so weird. It's just weird not to show his face. Like why did they show his face?
Drago was the one that killed Apollo, right?
Yeah. There you go.
Michael B. Jordan's dad.
That's why it's like, interesting. He's dangerous, don't fight him, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. No, he's saying I can't beat him, but...
His dad killed your dad.
Yeah. Right over the head, eh?
It's all making sense now. It's all coming together.
Wait a minute.
I think it looks fine. Honestly, like...
Oh my god!
The song got me pretty hype.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad trailer syndrome. We were all thinking it.
Yeah.
But honestly, the movie looks like okay. Like I'm not that hyped for it, to be honest.
You think it looks like shit?
Based on the trailer, it wasn't like an amazing trailer.
It is a first trailer.
Okay. Yeah.
I would say arguably. I would say arguably a tease trailer.
Yeah. Arguably.
Teaser.
Yeah. I really like the first one though. I really like the first one.
Yeah, me too.
Love the first one.
Is
No.
what's his name returning? Director?
No.
Coogler's not directing it.
Yeah, not excited.
Yeah.
Oh. Tim, what do you think?
That's my issue. Coogler's not coming back, so I'm not expecting some. In the first one, there's two notable one-take fights.
Oh.
One of them's like 6 minutes long of like just a one-take boxing match between.
What?
Yeah, it's great.
Amazing.
Not expecting that in this.
Like real one take, not like
a little bit of
might be some
a little bit.
okay.
But regardless,
Still good though.
You get that.
You can't
flow
tell.
of feeling.
It was
Yeah.
super intense.
So I'm not expecting anything like too flashy from this director. I don't know even who he is.
He's like brand new. He did like one movie.
Okay, because we do get that slow mo hit, but slow mo in boxing movies is kind of overused. I find
Yeah.
it's very, or just in fight scenes
It's
in general.
cheap. It's
a little
cheap. Yeah.
But yeah, it looks.
Sorry to cut in. I mean, yeah, I
We don't
always
seem very
remember
sorry.
the behind-the-scenes shot of the first Creed of Michael B. Jordan, like practicing, like getting hit, like they have to time it, and he gets actually punched in the face, and just so they can get it in slow mo. And I just thought that was like, damn,
Gangster.
he fully committed to.
Yeah.
Let me
Didn't
just
he get
turn
knocked
into a
out?
punch and get knocked out.
Yeah.
He got fucked up,
Yeah.
and we see him get clobbered again.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have some CTE after this.
Probably.
Continue.
But yeah, the actual movie just looks fine, I guess.
Yeah.
Stephen Caple Jr.
I kind of feel the same.
Who's
way.
that?
There you go. What's he done?
What do you got for us?
The Land,
That was it.
starring Kim Coates,
Super small.
Canadian actor Kim Coates.
Michael K. Williams, Machine Gun Kelly.
I'm in.
It's about Cleveland, I assume.
Probably.
Yeah, I guess so.
I know Ryan Coogler like handpicked him.
And Prentice and Fury's Ice Cream Adventure. He also did that.
It could be good though as well. At the same time.
I think the
Adam?
song carries the trailer.
Oh yeah,
Such a good like
100%.
even the first Creed trailer had that Meek Mill song with like that operatic background, which was amazing. That they use in the movie, right? You remember
Yeah. Oh yeah.
the jogging scene with all the ATVs like
Ooh yeah.
going by and shit. Oh, got me hyped.
No, that makes sense.
Right. Right. There you go. And yeah, now with this one, I can see they're kind of putting the new spin with Kendrick. I don't know. I like what I'm seeing looks fine, but then it's like I was saying the Suicide Squad thing a little bit. It's like this song is so good.
It's pulling a wool over your eyes there.
Yeah,
Maybe I
because like
yeah.
we just see Michael B. Jordan walking into restaurants and like
Just walking around, he's underwater, like
underwater fighting, which is cool.
That's cool, but like,
There's no meat. Like I guess the Drago thing is the meat.
Yeah.
That he's gonna be fighting Drago. I don't know. I love the last one, so like, I'm in. Like
Yeah.
I'm definitely hyped.
Benefit of the doubt.
Benefit of the doubt.
to me, I just feel like
But I didn't
this
feel-
movie is gonna be a bit of a letdown. I don't know. Like, I just have this
Ooh,
gut feeling like it's just not
Yeah.
gonna rise to the heights of what
The
Ryan
bar that the
Coogler
first
did
one
with the
set,
first
yeah.
Creed. You know, with the Oscar nomination and everything. I feel like it's just gonna.
Is
fall
he up for
short.
best director?
No.
Just Stallone.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but you know that was a pretty big achievement.
Yeah.
I feel like for the movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I think got screenplay too. Nomination.
It's possible,
Adapted
but
or original. Or something.
yeah, I just don't think this movie's going to be at the same level.
Yeah.
Stallone's only got one Oscar nom in him, I think.
Yeah.
He can't pull that out again.
Well, let's move on. We got another one. We got Welcome to Marwen,
Yep.
starring Steve Carell.
Yep.
And let me just see who else is in it. I'm just
You got
curious.
Leslie Mann.
We got Isa Gonzalez from. She was in.
It's right in front of you, Scott.
Baby Driver,
Okay.
I believe. She was the.
Girlfriend?
Yes.
John Hamm?
Diane Kruger, Steve Carell, Janelle Monáe, Leslie Mann, Gwendolyn Christie's in it. Apparently, that's interesting.
Interesting.
Didn't see that. I'm gonna start off. I'm gonna say this movie looks pretty rough.
Oh, rough.
Interesting premise.
One way of saying it.
I mean, yeah, just no, God, no. Steve Carell's yell just kills me.
That alone.
I don't know if he's like, is he just a model maker and he had a run-in with some neo-Nazis?
Yeah. Oh no,
I
think he was a
Or
photographer.
He's a
photographer.
war veteran as well.
He's also a war
Is this a
veteran.
true story?
Yeah. Well, inspired by a true story.
It had to be. It's
Okay.
stranger than fiction, to be honest.
Will Ferrell.
Robert Zemeckis is directing this.
Not a shot.
What do you think of this, Adam? What do you think? I'm curious to get your thoughts.
I think Robert Zemeckis is just dying to get animation into his movies, like as much as he possibly. Since Polar Express, he's just going and like Beowulf and all that shit. He's going full mocap god. I don't know. This looks like a mess.
Who directed The Last Samurai?
Edward Zwick.
Oh. Honestly, that's pretty close. That's honestly not bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
For you, yeah, it's not bad.
Thank you.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I really.
It's like his little figures like come to life, and he's one of them, and all his friends in real life are like the figures. And they support him. They support him.
Oh, we got it.
They got his back.
What was the movie that he did with the dead animals, like dead squirrels or something like that? Steve Carell did, where he just dressed them all up and with Paul Rudd.
What? Anchorman?
Was this a dream you had?
No,
Or was this a fever dream you had?
What?
No, the movie where he
Steve Carell?
Dinner with the schmucks.
Dinner with Schmucks.
Like,
God, yeah.
Wow. So you're the guy who saw that.
this is like
You saw that?
It
I saw that
reminds
too.
me
I saw
like
3.
I did not.
you didn't.
Oh.
It's not good.
No, I didn't. It looked like shit, so I didn't see it.
It's a 5.
I loved the Foo Fighters moment when he's learning to walk again, and Dave Grohl says, "Learning to walk again."
And he's
I
like
thought that was really
trying to walk.
well done.
Well
yeah.
timed.
Yeah, that's what I think of this trailer.
Yeah.
So
Tim?
nuanced.
Oh, looks
Zemeckis a master.
looks so bad.
Do you guys think this is Razzie worthy? Like, what is this
Ooh.
Razzie level?
This isn't that bad.
No. Okay.
Like Steve Carell has proven himself to be a dramatic actor
Mhm.
with limited emotional range. Put him in like Foxcatcher, where he plays a creep who has just like monotone and doesn't like. He's fine. He's
You're
good.
gonna eat your words. I feel this Oscar season.
You think he's gonna get nominated?
Not for this. He's doing a movie with Timothée Chalamet, where Timothée Chalamet is like this, his like drug addicted son. He's like dealing with.
He's in that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Boy or something.
Yeah, Beautiful Boy or something.
Really?
Yeah.
The teaser. There's a teaser out.
Well, I'm not getting that from this
A
trailer.
while ago.
I will say
Yeah, no. Don't even.
he just looks goofy.
Yeah, don't even try.
Super goofy.
Yeah. But yeah, I think like it's definitely an interesting premise, and there's an interesting turn of events where I guess like the dolls become like almost life size looking, which looks pretty cool, I guess. Like full mocap, like they're breaking into like I think it's a courtroom where like
Yeah.
instead of being like miniature, like he looks gigantic and he's actually like shooting people. I'm like, this could be like a little like fun thing,
Small
but
soldiers style.
loved Small Soldiers
Great
as a
movie.
kid. Fuck,
Great
I'm
movie.
in.
I mean, Zemeckis. He's
You make
tapping
that
into the
connection?
'90s kids. I'm in.
Small Soldiers sequel.
Yeah,
in.
is that what this is?
I'm in.
Reboot, sequel, recall?
It just looks like it's gonna be like a tonal.
Requel. How's that not a term yet?
Cut the feed.
It just looks like a tonal mess.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
Is
What,
it-
it's
is
a
it-
laugh
is it
or
funny? Is
am I
it
supposed to? Is
yeah.
this what is this? It's weird.
That's the thing. It feels like it's like kind of like it's on a tightrope between like comedy and drama. Like there's no like it's
One might say a dramedy.
yeah. You see that's the thing. You would say a dramedy, but like it seems like it's not
A
like
dark comedy.
I feel like it's not committing to either one kind of thing. It's not like funny enough to be a comedy. It's not
It's just
dramatic enough to be a
weird.
drama.
Yeah.
So like for me to watch this, it's just like how am I supposed to feel right now?
Yeah.
It's just Robert Zemeckis.
Like when you go to this when you see the scene of him like sitting in the courtroom and like these Nazis look over at him and like after that they look over and it's a very dramatic moment and all of a sudden these dolls bust in the room. It's like, okay, you had a dramatic moment and then you just ruined it with miniature dolls. So it's like, what are you trying to commit to right
It's
now?
like that's how this character is coping.
No, I get that part, Scott. I get coping. I get that.
The mocap.
But it's just like
Zemeckis needs mocap.
It feels like, I think you said best. It feels like a tonal mess. Like there's no right way to spin this, just because there's so much insanity going on.
Well, I think that'll do it for this episode of the Upper Late Podcast, episode 149. Tim, where can people find us?
People can find us on Twitter at UpReal8. You can find me personally on Letterboxd at UpRealTim and on Instagram at TheCraftPundit.
You can find us on Facebook and on Instagram at UpReal8 Podcast. You can also find me on Letterboxd at UpRealTy.
You can find me on Twitter at Franey25 and Instagram and Letterboxd at UpRealAutumn.
Find myself, Scott, on Letterboxd at UpRealScott. And yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, like I said earlier, leave a like on this video, leave a comment below in the comment section, and of course, subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, keep it real.